Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm going to do the assumptions video that I decided to do, and I don't know why I decided to do it. I blame it on Georgia Sunshine. Georgia Sunshine puts out these videos, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And then I say, I'm gonna do it, and then I think to myself, why did I say I'm gonna do it? So, we're going to go through my Instagram and we're going to go through my community post, and there are a lot of the same questions kind of over and over again, or not questions, but there are the same assumptions over and over again. So we can skip through a bunch of them and just answer the question, like answer the assumption for you guys. So let's go on to my Instagram first, because there's not that many on my Instagram. Assumptions about me on Instagram. Someone says, you're amazing. Well, I don't think I'm amazing, but if you think I am, thank you so much. You are a fly by the seat of your pants gal, nothing scheduled. My house is so scheduled. My kids have been on a schedule since the day that they have been born. Like, things have to be on a schedule at my house, because if they're not, I feel out of whack. So I am definitely not the fly by the seat of your pants kind of gal. I wish that I was. My husband wishes that I was, but I am not. I did a video earlier and there was lipstick all on the side of my mouth. Like, I looked a hot mess. I am always late. I never used to be late, but now I am always late. You always put others ahead of yourself. Sometimes I do and I don't. There are certain people that I will put ahead of me in a second, and there's other people that I won't. And that is something that I've learned to do. I've learned to not do that, because you always get hurt in the end, but there are some people that I will put them before me no matter what. I assume that you're a really cool mom. Your kids think you're cool. Dad's mean. I think I'm a really cool mom. My kids are at the age, they're 10 and 12, that they don't think anything I do is cool anymore. They used to think I was the coolest person in the world. Now they think that I am the biggest dork. Like, I made a TikTok account just to embarrass my kids, because they think I'm not cool anymore. They used to think I was really cool, but they do, like, Scarlett thinks what I do on YouTube is cool, like the makeup and the beauty and the subscription boxes. She loves that, and she would sit down and make videos with me. She thinks that's cool. Dahlia just doesn't want anything to do with me. And Dad's mean. No, Dad's not mean. Like, my kids are more, like, I'm more strict than my husband. Like, I lay down the rules, and if my husband has to get involved because they're not listening or they did something wrong, then they know, like, wow, we've really messed up. But it's me that does all the punishing and the yelling in this house. My husband does not do that. I think you are wonderful. I think you are wonderful. Do not have any assumptions about you. I love watching your videos. Have a great day. Oh, thank you. This was from Castle Foster Mom. Thank you so much. I love you too. I assume you're super awesome and amazing, and I freaking love your freaking face. That's from Sandra, My Real California Life, and I love you. You're hysterical. And the next one is that you're a kind person. I try to be kind. I think everyone tries to be kind. I don't think, like, I'm the most kind. I don't think I'm the kindest person in the world, but I try to be kind. I assume you're a super funny person and are a positive force for everyone in your family. I can be funny. Like, I make myself laugh all the time. I don't think that other people think I'm that funny, but I make myself laugh all the time, and I think that's really important. And I try to be as positive as I possibly can. I suffer from anxiety really bad, and that doesn't bring any positivity in the house while I'm doing that and while I'm suffering from it. But when I'm not having, like, a meltdown or an anxiety attack, I try to stay positive as I can. You have a lot of friends. No, I don't. I think you are a sweetheart. I would think that because you are so kind, people may take advantage of you. A lot of people took advantage of me for the longest time, but after I had kids, it took me a while, but once my kids got to a certain age, I had to change how I was, because if I show my kids that people will walk all over you, then they will think that it's okay for people to walk all over you. So now that my kids are older, I show a different side of me than I used to. Everyone used to walk all over me, but not anymore. Next thing. I assume that you are really fun to be around. I think you're a little silly at times, and you know how to enjoy life. I'm fun to be around when I'm in a good, funny mood. Other times I'm terrible to be around, and I know that. I get it. I totally understand it, but I can be very fun. Down to earth and would make an awesome friend. I hope so. I hope I'm down to earth, and I hope I would make a good friend. I'm assuming that I'm assuming that you are all around awesome. That's from Lucy Pertface. You're all around awesome, Lucy, and I cannot wait to see your baby boy. He's going to be the cutest thing ever. Okay. You would be awesome to hang out with. I think so. I think I would be awesome to hang out with. I don't know. I have no idea if I'm awesome to hang out with. I think the last person I hung out with was my sister Amanda, and that was on Thanksgiving. So I'm like a hermit. I assume that you are a Gemini. Yes, I was born on June 12th. You are a cool mom and witty. I am witty, and I think I'm a cool mom. I don't know if I'm really a cool mom, but I think I'm a cool mom. You're a heavy drinker. What? A heavy drinker? I don't even drink. I mean, maybe occasionally once a year I'll have a glass of wine, but I don't drink. I am a recovering addict. Drinking was not my choice of like partying, but I don't drink because of that. I hate the feeling of losing control. I'm assuming making YouTube videos are a challenge because of your anxiety. I also assume that videos make you feel accomplished and proud. Love you, girl. Love you too. And making videos when you have anxiety is very, very challenging. And I try to make videos when my anxiety is high because it makes you feel better. It makes me feel better when I'm talking to you guys, and I can feel myself relaxing and talking to you guys, but it is very hard sitting down when you have anxiety to make videos. And yes, videos, starting my channel has made me feel very accomplished. Like I feel like I'm doing something now. Like I feel like I'm actually doing something. I'm bringing something to the table. I am, helping pay the bills now. So it does make me feel accomplished. A lot of people said that I'm assuming I'm an awesome mama. I try to be an awesome mama. I don't think I'm the best mom in the world, but I try to be a good mama. I assume you were quiet and really smart growing up, and you can relate to your kids easily, and you're very close to them, but after they roll their eyes at you. I was quiet when I was growing up, and I was not a very smart kid. I flunked out of school. I had a really hard time taking tests. I had a really hard time reading out loud. I always saw things backwards. I was terrible at math, so I was terrible in school. But I loved to read, and I wasn't stupid. I just wasn't good at school. I was very street smart, but I wasn't good in school. I don't know if I relate to my kids, but I'm very open with my kids. I will talk to them about anything. I mean, they are not embarrassed to talk to me about anything. I feel like it's so important for me to be open with them and to be able to relate to them on any level so that they don't have a fear of sharing things with me, so that they'll tell me everything. I don't want them hiding secret. I don't want them hiding anything from me. I don't want them being scared to tell me something because I'll judge them, I assume that you feel people are watching you and are waiting on you to fail, and that bothers you to the point that you try to be perfect and please everyone. You are wonderful just the way you are. The people that love you and care for you already believe this and want you to believe it too. I don't think people are waiting for me to fail. I think everybody has people in their lives that don't necessarily like them or don't want the best for them. And I think those people are waiting for something bad to happen. But I don't think they're necessarily waiting for you to fail. I also don't think that you can fail. Like if my YouTube video all of a sudden stopped growing right now, it wouldn't be a failure to me. It would be a disappointment, but it wouldn't be a failure. I tried, and that's the best I can do. So that's how I feel. I assume that you are insecure about doing a get ready with me video because you have to start out with zero makeup and that makes you uncomfortable to show us your raw beauty. No, I'm not uncomfortable showing my face without makeup. I've done them before. So I can come onto the camera without any makeup. What I am insecure about are my eyebrows. I hate my eyebrows so much. I feel like I don't have any eyebrow hair, and that would make me feel insecure, coming on camera without my eyebrows. So I have a series coming up where I'm trying eyebrow products, and I am yelling at myself every day to put that video up because that makes me feel insecure. I assume that you are one of the most raw, authentic people that I have had the pleasure of watching. It's kind of weird because I feel as if I know you a little and you don't even know my name. But sister, I love you anyway. Oh, you're so sweet. I don't know. I hope I'm raw and authentic. I hope that that's what I portray to you guys, because when I sit down and talk to the camera, I am exactly who I am no matter what. I don't change for anybody, so I hope that comes off on camera. I assume you are a giving person but won't be taken advantage of, and that you hate being lied to. Yes, I hate being lied to. When I find out that someone is lying to me, I won't confront them about it. I won't say, I caught you in a lie, but I'll put that in the back of my head and I will never believe anything they have ever told me ever again. There are people that I talk to that I know have lied and I still talk to them, but I will never believe anything they say, ever. And that sucks. That really, really sucks. And I used to let people take advantage of me all the time, like I said before, but not anymore. I don't let my children see me being taken advantage of. If you're going to try and take advantage of me now, it won't work. But before, it would have. But you know what they say about not to assume something about someone because it makes an ass out of you and me. Laugh out loud, a little joke. I hope that came out funny and not rude because it's hard to deliver humor in a text. It is, Shannon. Sometimes I'll write a text message and I won't hear anything back and I'm like, did they just think I was being a bitch? Okay, now we're gonna go to my community post. And I have 58 comments on here, which that's a lot. Okay, so the first one says, I assume you're more beautiful than you think without your long sleeves. I know your psoriasis bothers you, but you are such a beautiful person inside and out and need not to worry so much. When I read this assumption of me, I almost cried. I almost cried because one of my biggest insecurities is my psoriasis, and it gets better in the summer, but I always have a discoloration of my skin. It will be tan and then some of my skin won't be tan. Like I always have, I am so self-conscious of my skin. I mean, I've been with my husband for almost, I think for 18 years or almost 18 years, and he still struggles seeing, like I still struggle showing him my entire body, like because of my psoriasis. I tell you guys all the time that I have psoriasis, but sometimes I don't think you guys understand the extent of psoriasis I have. My psoriasis can cover almost 80% of my body when I have a flare-up. It is really, really bad. And it's the one thing, when you grow up in a family of beautiful women and all of them are absolutely stunning and they have flawless skin and they're just gorgeous. And then there's you who has psoriasis and had it really bad, and kids didn't know what it was and parents didn't know what it was and they thought that you were contagious. It affects you. It makes you feel as though you're never good enough. And I still struggle with that every day. I try very hard in the summer to wear short sleeves and tank tops and shorts so that my kids know that it's okay to be different and not to be shy or self-conscious of yourself. But it's very hard for me. I struggle with that every day. I was just interviewed by the World Report and US News on psoriasis and living with psoriasis. And that was like one of the biggest moments of my life. I was like, oh my God, they are interviewing me about psoriasis. And I feel so good that I opened up about psoriasis. Like, I'm so glad that I mentioned it on my channel. I'm so glad that I've spoken about it because psoriasis makes you feel like a leper. It really, really does. And I think there's so many more people out there that have psoriasis that I didn't even know about. So that's how I feel. Thank you for saying that. You made me cry. I love you. Watching your channel, I assume that you were a wild child back in the day. Not that you are old or was bad, just that you didn't always follow the rules and you had fun just doing your thing. All right, so I was a wild child for sure, but I was sent to boarding school for the longest time. No, I was in private school and then I was in boarding school for high school for part of my high school years. And it was a religious Jewish boarding school and it was very strict, but I rebelled and I snuck out every night and I went to New York and I would like roam New York City and I did a lot of drugs and I was a wild child then. And then when I got kicked out of that school, I went back home and I lived at home. And I don't think I was wild and crazy. I think that I did everything that teenage kids do. I just think that I went a little overboard. You know, I really did. My mom probably wanted to pull her hair out. One morning, I woke up to my mom tapping on my, well, not tapping, like banging on my window because my window was facing the backyard. And I like open up my eyes and I go to look out the window and she's holding a marijuana plant in her hand and she was so mad at me. And I was looking at her like, how did that even get there? But I used to smoke pot when I was younger and I would throw the seeds out the window and I freaking grew like a marijuana plant garden in my mom's backyard. She was so mad at me. She was so mad at me. But those are the things that I did. And I think we all did that when we were younger. I think we all were just teenagers causing trouble. And I wasn't a bad kid. Like, I didn't get arrested and that kind of stuff, but I was wild. I was a wild child. The next one says, this is from Anne. She says, I assume that you want to take me to TJ Maxx. Yes. Come on over. I'll take you to TJ Maxx. I assume you have songs. You have more songs than just the Safety Seal song. Yes. Yes, I do. One day I'll sing them to you guys. I assume your husband must make a lot of money considering how many subscription boxes you get. This one made me laugh so hard, but it also, I was so excited that someone said something, because I get a lot of comments that like, wow, you got another subscription box? Like, wow, how much do you spend? Here's the deal, guys. When I first started my channel, I did spend a lot of money on subscription boxes. Like, that's how I started my channel. I started an unboxing channel. I used to pay a lot, but as my channel has grown, and before that I wasn't even getting paid for YouTube, but as my channel has grown, every single time I put out a video, I make money on that video, and that video pays for the box or more. And I do have a lot of companies sending me boxes, so I don't spend that much money a month on boxes. I think I spend maybe $100 and $120 on boxes every month, and it does seem like a lot of money, but I make money from my videos, and if I wasn't making money from my videos, I wouldn't be able to get this many boxes. And I would have to do videos like before I made money on YouTube, I would do other videos. I'd do hauls and makeup looks and just different videos. And then I started becoming strictly a subscription box channel because that's what I was doing. But now I'm trying to get back to doing more things. But anyway, my husband has a decent job, but now that I'm bringing money in, I get to help with that. And now we have a little bit of extra money, but I don't pay as much for my boxes as I did in the beginning. I get some for a review, and I pay for some, but I make money off my videos now, so I'm able to purchase those boxes on my own. I'm not taking money from my husband for them, and I feel very good about that. I assume you're a wonderful wife and mother, a very hands-on mom like in the PTA, and really involved in your kids' school. I assume you always put yourself last and rather give than receive any day. I always put myself last. That is true. I would rather give than receive. I've always been that way. I'm not in the PTA, but I am always at my kids' school. I am always helping with functions. I volunteer for the book fair. I am always in my kids' faces at their school, and I think they hate it. I assume you lose your patience easy. Not saying that in a mean way. I just know with anxiety I lose my patience easy, and I was wondering if you do. Because if you do, I would like to know how you control it. I don't think I do lose my patience. And sometimes I lose it easily and sometimes I don't. When I lose my patience and it's with my kids, I'll apologize and be like, look, I'm sorry. I lost my patience with you, but you're being really annoying. So stop what you're doing so I don't have to yell at you. But I'm not the kind of person that like blows up and loses my patience all the time. I've never been that way. I usually hold everything in, and then all of a sudden one day I will burst and be upset about something, and my husband will be like, what the heck are you upset about? And I'll be like, do you remember that 6 months ago when you did this? And he'll be like, why didn't you just tell me 6 months ago? I assume you are a popcorn and snuggle with a blanket, binge watching movie kind of gal versus dress up and go fancy to a fancy restaurant. Yes, absolutely. I would rather stay home and watch Netflix and eat food, lots and lots of food, than go out. I have such anxiety when I go out. I never know how to talk to people. I get like flustered when I talk to a waitress or a waiter. I don't know how to be in public. Like if I was to ever do a meetup, you guys would be wondering what was wrong with me because I wouldn't know what to say. I don't know how to carry a conversation. So I like to stay home and do nothing and watch movies and snuggle with my husband and just be with him, because if I'm going to do a date night, I want a date night here. I'll make a picnic on the floor with takeout, and we will watch movies and hang out and play. That's what we'll do. I assume that you are an amazing friend and super fun to hang out and go shopping with. I am a good friend to anybody that is my friend. I try really hard to be a good friend because I want a good friend in return. I think that you do get what you do receive what you give out. So I try really hard, and I think I would be awesome to go shopping with. Yes. I assume you're super organized and have a place for everything. No, not at all. I'm the most unorganized person in the entire world. I assume your makeup room is very organized and neat. No, not at all. I assume your husband spoils you a lot in a good way. My husband does not. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry, but no, he doesn't spoil me. I don't get spoiled by him. I spoil him and I spoil my kids, but I don't get spoiled at all. And I don't know if like maybe I did that to myself. Like I've never expected anything from him. So like there has been a time where for my birthday, like he got a house on the beach and that was really nice. It was a weekend there. That was really nice. But no, he does not spoil me. Oh no, what happened? He doesn't spoil me at all. I mean, he spoils me with love. Does that count? I assume you have a potty mouth. Yes, I do. I have to stop myself from cursing in my videos. I have a really bad potty mouth. Okay. I assume you have a small circle of friends. I know I do. I have a lot of issues with psoriasis that make me very self-conscious, but the small circle of friends is very dear to you. I do have a small circle of friends, and I might not talk to them for 6 months, but they're still my best friends. And most of them and all of my friends love me for who I am. They don't care about my skin. None of them care about my skin. What day in May is your birthday? I'm a Gemini too. My birthday is in June and it's on the 12th. You're vegetarian? No. I assume you're so much fun to hang out with. I know you said you're socially awkward, but I think when you get comfortable, you would be the life of the party. Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, if I'm comfortable with you, we're gonna have a fun time. We're going to have the best time ever. Like I'm very comfortable with my sister Amanda, and we get in so much trouble. So much trouble because we're crazy together. And I love feeling that way. I love being able to like let go and relax and be comfortable with who I am. And Amanda somehow makes me feel comfortable with myself, so I'm comfortable with her. I assume that your husband gave you the nickname Abbadabbs. No, my sister did. That you're an early riser and go to bed early too. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning to make my kids' lunches and my husband's lunch, and then I am passed out by 10. That you drive a cool minivan. No, I don't drive a minivan. I drive a Ford F-150 truck. That you dance and sing in the shower and anywhere you want to. I do dance and sing everywhere. My kids hate it. That you love a good bargain and clip coupons. I do not clip coupons. I do clip coupons sometimes when I'm in the mood, and then I never use them. But I do like a good bargain. That when you're with your sisters, you just laugh and be silly. Yes, very true. That you bake homemade cakes for your family's birthdays. Yes, I do. You do everything and anything for your husband and kids, and you put them before yourself. Absolutely, I always do. That's exactly who I am. And Olivia, I love you. You have been with my channel for so long, and you've always been so sweet, so thank you so much. Okay, I assume that even though you're really outgoing, you're actually an introvert. Absolutely. That is me in a nutshell. I assume you're artistic and value this in your children. Sometimes I miss seeing the artwork in your background. The artwork's coming back. My kids have made me new artwork. One of them is right here. So it will be up in the background and you will be seeing it soon. I am artistic, but I'm not artistic in the artistic, I'm not artistic where like I can pick up a pencil and draw. I can paint really well, but I'm artistic in like other ways, like doodling. I'm a doodler. Doodler or doodler? I don't know. And I love that my kids love art. Scarlett is just amazing at it. Not that Dahlia isn't, but Scarlett's more artistic, and I love that. I assume you're a blast to hang out with and you can laugh at yourself always. Just based on how you edit your videos, you don't try to make them perfect and let us see your little flubs. I think that if I was trying to be perfect in every video, it would be very boring. Like I love laughing at myself. Sometimes when I put up videos where I'm not laughing at myself, I think they're boring. I assume you're a cool mom to hang out with, and I'm sure your kids just love chilling with mom. Dahlia loves me so much. Like Dahlia would love to just hug me and stay with me for hours, but she also doesn't think I'm cool. Scarlett does not think I'm cool. She used to think I'm cool, but the coolness has gone when she turned 10. Now I'm just mom. I assume you're a control freak. Yes, I am a control freak. Absolutely. Suzette Sears, you got me, girl. I am a control freak. Like, I am a control freak, and I hate that about myself. I never thought I was a control freak until I had children. I assume you make one hell of a wing woman. I sure do. Yes, I do. I didn't realize till someone below commented that you have psoriasis. I have it as well. It definitely lowers your self-esteem. Have you found any products that help you? I have one product that I use that I've been using forever, and it is a steroid cream from my doctor. It's the only one that I use, but if you want some more information about that, you can always email me. You can message me on Instagram, and I can tell you the name, and you can tell your doctor. Well, since you're a Jersey girl, I was born there. I assume you're a badass when I need to be. Hell yeah, I am a badass when I need to be. That is true. I definitely am. My lips are parched. I need to run errands. Like, I should have ran these errands a long ass time ago. Assume you have a tender, loving heart. Tender, loving heart. Isn't that a song? I assume you love dogs and cats. I love my cats very much. I have 3 cats. They drive me nuts, and I love them. But I do love dogs too, and I would love to get a dog, but just not right now. I have 2 kids, 3 cats, a guinea pig, and a husband. I do not need a dog. I assume you're a stay-at-home mom and don't work. I think YouTube is a job for me. It brings me home a paycheck every month, and it's helped with our bills, so I think that is a job in itself. I am a stay-at-home mom, but that is a job. We are working as stay-at-home moms, but if I wasn't doing YouTube right now, I would be working. And before, when I used to work, I worked all the time. I worked until I had Dahlia, and then I stayed at home with her for a year, and then I went back to work, and I was working nights at a hotel for a few years. After I had Scarlett, I worked at a hotel for a few years at night. So I've been working for a while. When I moved here, I started doing YouTube. It says, okay, here's one. I think you had a gothic time period growing up. No. Hit a rough patch at some point in your life? Yes. I think you didn't play many sports, but the sports you played were softball or basketball. No, I was a swimmer. I think you weren't the popular kid in high school, but the in-between. I was just nice to everybody. I wasn't popular and I wasn't unpopular. I was just there. I believe you started changing once you got out of high school, like most of us. True. You met your husband at a young age, and the 2 of you changed together. Yes, my husband and I met at the age of 19, and I'm turning 38 in June. It's easy to make you laugh and smile. Yes. You love your family more than anything. Absolutely. I believe you can be a tomboy or a girly girl. Yep. You're not afraid to get dirty. Yep. But you like to get dressed up. Yes. You're not very picky, but there's certain things you know what you want and you won't settle for less. Absolutely. I assume your house is very clean and tidy, and when it's not, it makes you very anxious. My house is very clean, but it is not tidy. There's a difference between clean and, I always say there's a difference between clean and dirty. My kids have toys everywhere. There are art supplies everywhere. There's a baby doll on the floor right there. I have cat hair on the floor, but it's not dirty. It's just untidy. It's very lived in. My house is very lived in, and I'm okay with that. I don't want a perfect house where you have to walk through the house and take your shoes off. I don't want that. I want the neighborhood kids to come over, run through my house, go out back, run through my house again, and then later on I'll sweep the floor and clean it up and clean the popcorn off the floor. Like, I am not crazy about that. I assume you're a germaphobe. No. I assume you're a really great friend and that you're a good listener. I try to be. You have a crazy organizational system for your sub box goodies. No, I just write everything down that I get in each box, and then I go through it at the end of the month. But I don't have any sort of organization. I'm so unorganized. I assume you suffer from anxiety. Yes. I assume you love being a mom. I also assume you love music of all kinds. I do love music. I love music from all kinds. Like, I love Indigo Girls. I love System of the Down. I love Guns N' Roses. I love Pink Floyd. I love Led Zeppelin. I love Queen. I love Selena Gomez. I love Imagine Dragons. I mean, I love all sorts of music. Put it in front of me, I will listen to it. I assume that you're petite and maybe 5'2", 5'4". I'm 5'7", and I am a small build. I assume I am your favorite redheaded YouTuber to watch. That's Georgia Sunshine. Georgia, this is your fault I'm making this video. And yes, you're my favorite redhead. I assume you have an amazing kitchen that is decorated perfectly because I know you love to cook. It is decorated nicely. I don't think it's perfect, but it's nice and I love it. I assume you have an incredible space in your house to keep all your makeup and inspires you to do all your amazing makeup looks. No, my makeup is like all over the place and I wish it was organized better. I assume you had a wild streak when you were younger. I answered that, I think. I assume you live in a cute little town with lots of colorful houses all around, being that you live kind of near the beach. Kind of. I mean, the town is cute. There are some colorful houses, but it usually, I mean, it just looks like a regular town in suburban America. And the last assumption about me is, don't take this the wrong way because I love your channel, but you're a very picky person, aka picky eater, picky on brands. No, I'm not picky at all. At all. I'll eat anything. You put it in front of my face, I will eat it. Except for if it's a meat stick. I will not eat your meat stick. And I'm not picky about brands. All right, guys, those were your assumptions about me. I hope I answered your questions, and I hope I answered your assumptions the way you wanted me to. I tried to get through all of them. A lot of you just said that I was a really good mom, and thank you so much. I love my kids so much. They are my absolute world. I will do anything for them, and I would give up everything for them. My kids come home at the end of the day, and I shut down my YouTube. I shut down everything, and it's all about my kids. It's just, I love being a mom. I love being a mom. It's one of my favorite. It's the absolute most amazing thing I've ever done in this entire world, and I couldn't be where I am today without my kids. So I love my kids so very much. So being a mom is amazing. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video, and I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. What the? Oh, I did not mean to say that. I am so sorry. Oh my God. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.